A very good morning to all of you. In this class, I am going to start with another important topic of chapter excretory product and their elimination. In this chapter, we are going to discuss about, or I am going to discuss about the regulation of kidney function. So, how the regulation of kidney function done by the hormone. So, we are going to discuss about the how hypothalamus, pituitary gland, JGA apparatus and heart regulate the kidney function. First we discuss about the ADH. So here is hypothalamus, interior pituitary gland and posterior pituitary gland. The interior pituitary gland regulated by the neural activity. So that's why the posterior pituitary gland is known as neurohypophysis. Neurohypophysis controlled by the nervous system, or that nervous system directly controlled by hypothalamus. So it is connected with the hypothalamus. The nervous system is connected with the hypothalamus. So it can be also say that the formation of hormone directed by the hypothalamus, but it is released by the posterior pituitary gland or neurohypophysis, because it is directly controlled by the hypothalamus. Controlled by the hypothalamus. Neurohypophysis form two type of hormones, oxytocin and vasopressin. But in the regulation of kidney function, the function of ADH hormone or vasopressin is so important that they function as vasoconstrictor, as well as also they absorb the water molecule from the DCT part of the kidney or part of the nephron. ADH hormone, or commonly known as vasopressin. Vasopressin is also known as vasoconstrictor. Vasoconstrictor. So if we are going to discuss about the kidney function, so the function of vasoconstrictor is significance in the kidney function, because if the glomerular filtration is low, that means during the low blood pressure, the glomerular filtration not done by the afferent arteriole or done by the nephrons with their full efficiency, because with their full also said to be intensity, because the blood pressure is low, or not such amount of blood enter into the afferent arteriole as the previous, or as in the normal blood pressure. So that's why the maintenance of blood pressure is also done by the vasopressin or vasoconstrictor hormone. They contract the blood vessel where the afferent arteriole is present. When the contraction, when they contract the blood vessel, at particular vessels at the particular region, the blood pressure increase, or thereby increase in the blood pressure will increase the GFR. Increase blood pressure. thereby increase in the GFR, glomerular filtration. Glomerular filtration rate, thereby increase in the glomerular filtration rate. Filtration rate. Now, another thing is that the vasoconstrictor also regulate the urine formation because of the low blood pressure. The not normal amount of urine discharge at that time due to the increase in blood pressure also increase in the urine formation, because the overall GFR increase by increase in the ADH hormone. So it can also, when when the sufficient amount of urine formation occur, so it is regulated or normalized by the feedback mechanism. Feedback mechanism directly inhibit the formation or directly inhibit the control of hypothalamus through the neuron to the neurohypophysis. So it is controlled by the feedback mechanism. It is controlled by the feedback mechanism. Next is renin-angiotensin mechanism. Renin-angiotensin mechanism. So this is the function of ADH as a vasoconstrictor. But before going to discuss about the renin-angiotensin mechanism, let us discuss about the how ADH work on the DCT part. This is the DCT, PCT DCT part of the nephron, or this one is glomerulus. Glomerulus. Glomerulus afferent arteriole, the smaller width of the vessel shows the afferent arteriole, or the larger, that means a smaller width of the width artery shows the afferent arteriole. Because the receptors for the ADH hormone already present, so when the dehydration occur, it means lack of water or the less amount of water concentration in our body during the dehydration, during the dehydration. During the dehydration, the reabsorption of water takes place at the DCT part for decreasing the dehydration in our body. The receptors which are present on the DCT part, here is DCT, distal convoluted tubule, has receptor for the ADH hormone. ADH hormone directly bind on the receptor present on the DCT part, or the internal signaling started in the inner wall of the inner cell of the DCT part. Or what happened in the cells, the epithelial cells has the receptor for the ADH hormone, or the second messenger started CAMP, or that increase the formation, the second messenger that increase the formation of aquaporins. Simply I mean to say that ADH guide the cell for the synthesis of aquaporin. Aquaporins are the protein which form the water channels in the membrane um, in the DCT part of the nephron. So aquaporin are the water channel that synthesize, that form the water channel. Through the water channel, all the water molecule which are required during the dehydration remove through the DCT part. So they also act as solution for the during the dehydration, absorb the water, or reabsorb the water from the DCT part. So hence they remove they remove the dehydration, or also decrease the chances of dehydration during the less water content in our body. Or ADH act on the DCT part of the nephron. They bind with the receptor present on the cell of the epithelial cell of the nephron, or they trigger the cell signaling process, or through the cell signaling process protein gets synthesized, or that protein are aquaporins. Aquaporins form the water channel in the membrane of nephron. Now let us discuss about the renin-angiotensin mechanism. Here is about overall about the ADH hormone, how ADH hormone work on nephron, or how they work as vasoconstrictor on the blood vessels by or thereby they increase the blood pressure, or increase in blood pressure result in the GFR, increase in the GFR. Renin-angiotensin mechanism. Renin-angiotensin mechanism. Renin-angiotensin mechanism is simply where the renin secreted by the juxtaglomerular apparatus. Juxtaglomerular apparatus. Juxtaglomerular apparatus. Renin. Or renin is important to convert the angiotensinogen into the angiotensin first, or also from angiotensin first to angiotensin second. So juxtaglomerular apparatus form in between the afferent arteriole and the DCT part. It is a common junction in between the DCT part and the afferent arteriole. So here is DCT, or the afferent arteriole. So the common junction, the cells get modified to form renin is a hormone which convert angiotensinogen into the angiotensin first. angiotensin first. Also, renin hormone convert angiotensin first to angiotensin second. Angiotensin first into angiotensin second. The angiotensin first and second, and the angiotensin second convert into or function as function also as vasoconstrictor. They contract the blood vessels or thereby increase the blood pressure. Increase blood pressure. Blood pressure. Now, they or result in the increase in blood pressure result in increase in GFR or glomerular filtration rate. So how they work? The change is always takes place in the liver or angiotensin first and second. Now, the juxtaglomerular apparatus is formed by the DCT and the afferent arteriole, or it is a common junction where the cell get modified to form hormone, renin hormone. The renin hormone act on angiotensinogen, and they convert the renin hormone convert angiotensinogen into the angiotensin first, or it continue convert angiotensin first to the into the angiotensin second, or angiotensin second function as vasoconstrictor. They contract the blood vessels, or if the blood vessel get contracted, the overall the blood pressure increase. Due to the increase in blood pressure, the result is simply the increase in the GFR value. If the filtration glomerular filtration rate normalize, so through the feedback mechanism, the signal received by the same apparatus, JGA apparatus, or which control the regulation of renin hormone, decrease the level of renin hormone by decreasing the synthesis of renin hormone. So now here is the overall about the renin angiotensin mechanism, where the angiotensinogen form convert into the angiotensin first and second by renin hormone, or that is secreted by JGA apparatus. Now next is ANF. So ANF, atrial natriuretic factor, that is secreted by the atria of heart when the blood pressure on the heart increase. So that's why that cause the pressure on heart, or due to this reason the ANF secreted by the atrial wall of the heart, or that function as vasodilator, not the contractor. So if the renin hormone increase the blood pressure by contraction, causing the contraction on the blood vessel through the feedback mechanism, when the blood pressure also arise on. Now, the common junction present in between the afferent arteriole or juxtaglomerular apparatus, which form a common junction or cells in between this structure form a specialized to release renin hormone. Renin hormone itself function as vasoconstrictor, or that increase the blood pressure in the afferent arteriole, or thereby increase in the glomerular filtration rate. So GFR together with increase in blood pressure also increases. Now, next is ANF, atrial natriuretic factor. Atrial natriuretic factor, ANF factor. Atrial natriuretic factor released from the arterial wall that is responsible for the vasodilation. Through the feedback mechanism, it is clearly observed that pressure already increased in the glomerular apparatus or due to the release of renin-angiotensin function as vasoconstrictor, thereby because of the increase in blood pressure, the GFR increases. That also increased blood pressure also create the pressure on the wall of arteries of the heart or arteria of the heart. So the heart wall or auricular wall secrete the ANF factor. ANF simply the vasodilator. ANF is simply the vasodilator which secrete the vasodilator which secrete actually through which vasodilator they release or relax the blood vessels or of afferent arteriole, also act on the other vessels or the arteria which directly connected with the heart. So by vasodilator, the lowering of blood pressure done by the heart, because through the feedback mechanism, when the renin-angiotensin function is done or increase blood pressure also created the pressure on the heart wall, or due to decrease in the blood pressure the heart wall release the ANF, atrial natriuretic factor, which decrease or function as a vasodilator. They also decrease the GFR value. Due to the decrease in the blood pressure or vasodilator, decrease GFR value. GFR value. So simply the vasodilator act on the afferent arteriole and blood vessels too. So now here is the three factors or three hormones also said to be, because renin is also an hormone, and ADH or vasopressin is also an hormone, also a hormone, and vasodilator ANF is also an hormone. Now all together work in the vasoconstrictor or vasodilator. One hormone increase the blood pressure, otherwise other hormone like ANF decrease the blood pressure, and one hormone increase the GFR value and the other hormone decrease the GFR value. Now decrease the GFR value. One hormone increase the blood pressure and other hormone decrease the blood pressure. One hormone act as a chemical which initiate the function, or the second hormone decrease the function. So it is also said to be they are antagonistic with the function, because one is, if one function in increasing the blood pressure, so otherwise other hormone decreasing the blood pressure. So as we know, the oxytocin or vasopressin, that means vasoconstrictor or increased blood pressure. ADH hormone function as signaling molecule, or the receptors are also present in DCT part. When ADH hormone bind with the receptor, the internal signaling is started. Which release or initiate the formation of aquaporin. Aquaporin act on the membrane of nephron, or they form the water channels through which water release into the interstitium of the kidney interstitium. Now, interstitium of the kidney. ADH hormone, ANF also secrete from the atria of the heart, or function as vasodilator, decreasing the blood pressure. And renin hormone also the vasoconstrictor, or increase the blood pressure. So here is overall about the regulation of kidney function. I hope you like this video. So student, thank you for listening and watching me.